What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video I'm going to be doing a little bit of an update, what's been going on with me. I'm also going to be making a point in this video about how you need to trim the fat in your life. You need to do that if you're going to be getting into a career in trucking. If you're going to be successful, in my opinion, over the long run, you need to get rid of those things, those people, any vices that are holding you back from reaching your full potential, from reaching the goals you've set for yourself, and to not procrastinate, right? You got to trim the fat. And so, like I said, that could be people, that could be things you're doing, like vices that you need to get rid of, bad habits such as drinking alcohol, doing drugs, whatever it may be. Or you're just a procrastinator. You're just lazy. You really don't ever follow through with what you say you're going to do. And I know that I've struggled with that in the past. I've talked about that before in previous videos. I've talked about that, how that used to be my problem, is procrastination. So I'm going to get into that in this video. So first though, like I said, I'm going to be doing an update. And the update right now is that I'm in Connecticut. I'm doing a 30-minute break, and I'm actually headed up to Maine. So that's pretty cool for me to be headed up to Maine, because that is the only state in the lower 48 that I have not been to. And so I'm actually making a delivery north of Portland, Maine. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I've been out. I went on a 9-day vacation, and I've only been running for about a week and a half now since I got done with that vacation, and things are going pretty good. I've been stuck out east though this entire time, which is not terrible. I mean, the loads have been pretty good, but I've been stuck out east. And fortunately, I do get to check Maine off of my bucket list as far as states to go to. I've always wanted to go up there. New England's just very beautiful to me. That's one of the prettiest parts of the East, is like New Hampshire, Vermont, upstate New York, you know, and I'm pretty sure Maine is going to be pretty too. So I'm excited for that. So anyway, let me get into it. So trimming the fat. Trimming the fat. What I mean by that? Well, if you're somebody who is starting from nothing, or you're somebody who is working your career that you're going to be working for the long term, in order to be really successful doing that, in my opinion, you have to set goals. Number one, setting goals is so important, because if you do not have a roadmap, if you do not have directions as to where you're going to go, then it's going to be impossible to get to where you want to go. You may have in mind where you want to go, what you want to achieve, but you don't have clear-cut goals, step-by-step goals, and a checklist as to how to get there. Well, what you're going to find out is, if you want to make a great income, if you want to save up a lot of money, if you want to eventually become an investor and build wealth, if you want to have success at anything, if you want to have success with your health, with your relationships, whatever it may be, if you want to have long-term success, you got to get rid of those people, number one, who are standing in the way of that. People who are naysayers, people who are doubters, people who are negative. They're just always pessimistic all the time. If you're going to be successful, and this is something I struggle with all the time. All the things I'm saying in this video, it's not like I don't struggle with the fight against negativity. We're all negative at the end of the day. We all are. But if you're going to be successful, you have to be more optimistic than negative. With all the negative things that are happening in the world, with all the negative things that happen in life, ultimately you have to have that long-term vision and that ability to fight through those things, those obstacles, and continue on the path that you want to go down. And in order to do that, I think it makes it easier if you remove those people who are negative, who are always trying to drag you down. If you ever find yourself in a conversation where you're explaining your goals, your dreams, your ambitions to somebody, and they're being naysayers about it, they're talking about how, oh, I think that's going to be a little bit difficult, or they're just pretty much telling you all the different ways it's not going to work, right? Those are people you really want to avoid. And you're going to come to find out that a lot of those people are in your family. A lot of them were friends you grew up with. But I'm going to tell you, as you go from pretty much doing nothing to having a level of success, and the more success you attain, the more and more you're going to drift apart from a lot of people you grew up around, a lot of friends, a lot of family, like I said. So, and I think that's okay. That's a natural part of the process. That's something I've struggled with, really, is dealing with that separation from people I grew up around, from people in my family even. As I've gotten more successful and as I've brought myself from where I used to be, which was a complete loser, to where I'm at now, I'm on the path to achieving the goals that I've set out for myself. And a lot of people can see that, and a lot of people have a problem with that. Why? Because they're not achieving their goals. They're not on the path of success. And, you know, it's just an unfortunate thing, honestly, that people get that way when they see someone excelling, but it's a part of the process. And you, as the person who's trying to excel, who's trying to be above average, you are going to need to fight through that emotion. You're going to need to fight through that and really not care what they think. Honestly, you can't care what people think that hate you, but you also can't care what people think who are naysayers. You have to ignore them, because where you're going isn't where they're going. Their mindset's going to keep them where they're at, and your mindset's going to get you to where you want to go. So that's number one. You got to get rid of the people in your life. Now, the vices in your life too, that's another thing that everyone struggles with, myself included. I've struggled with that in the past. If you're somebody that's watching this video, that's watched my videos, and you have not yet gotten into trucking, that is because you would rather smoke weed, do drugs, drink alcohol, go party, pretty much screw around. Those are all the vices that are holding you back. Instead of putting your energy into negative activities, why don't you put your energy into positive activities like learning a skill, learning a trade that will pay you for your entire lifetime, so that you can do things like get out of debt, save and invest money, start a business, whatever you want to do. Those vices, spending time and energy and money on those vices, is actually holding you back. So it's not just the people around you, it's also what you're doing. And also too, if you're doing those things, chances are the people you hang around are doing those things. So all of you are not going anywhere, right? And by the way, like I said, everything I'm talking about in this video, I have struggled with before. And so I'm making this video for people who really are going nowhere. They feel like they're lost. They feel like they need that motivation to change. Well, here's the motivation, because look, if you can get rid of those toxic people, get rid of those toxic things, and replace those people and things with good influences, people who are ambitious or more successful than you, that's what I would advise, is get around people who are ambitious like you, or they're way more successful than you. Because if they're way more successful than you, chances are they're more ambitious than you, and you can learn from them and they can inspire you to do better. Getting rid of those vices, instead of doing drugs, drinking alcohol to relieve that stress, right? You could go to the gym, eat healthy, get hyper focused on improving your physical body, right? Also too, getting rid of things like negative content, watching the media, being on social media. Instead of consuming negative content, instead of doing that, why don't you read educational books that can teach you something to improve your life? That's another thing that's holding people back, right? They waste way too much time consuming negative content that's not teaching them a thing. Look, I've taught myself about personal finance while I've driven a truck, and the only way I'm actually able to invest confidently into the stock market like I have over the last 5 years is because I educated myself well before I ever put $1 into the stock market. And that's what I spent my time doing. That's what I still spend my time doing as I drive this truck. I learned a skill. I quit being a loser. I learned a skill, got a CDL, started making really good money. And then as I was learning how to drive this truck, I was learning about business fundamentals, investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, just educating myself on business and investing, because those are the subjects I'm really into and passionate about. And that's what I did. I even took courses while I was over the road. I took some courses and taught myself things like marketing, finance, You know, all the things I talk about on this channel, these are things that I've actually educated myself on, and I believe anybody can do that, especially if you're doing this job, trucking, where you're driving for 11 hours a day, man. If you buy a Amazon Kindle, man, you can buy any book you want for you know, very cheap price, right? And just be listening to books all day long that are educating you about different subjects that you could be learning and you could be putting to use in your life. So anyway, the moral of the story is trim the fat. Get rid of all the things that are holding you back, all the people that are holding you back. Get rid of those things in your life and start doing the things that are actually helping you reach your goals faster rather than preventing you or creating that resistance from reaching your goals. You want to limit the amount of resistance in your life, okay? Absolutely. Now, I do believe in here and there having a good time, splurging a little bit and, you know, relaxing, going on a vacation, things like that. But for the most part, I do believe that we as people are put here to do work and put here to strive to do better each and every single day. I firmly believe that, and to achieve our goals. If you're not making progress, you're not going to be happy. If you stay the same, if you stay flat, you're going to eventually go down. I firmly believe that. If you do not grow as a person, you will never achieve true success and you will never achieve true happiness and fulfillment. That's my personal opinion. So that's it for this video. I really appreciate each and every one of my subscribers, and I would appreciate it if you're new and you stayed this far into the video. Make sure you like the video, sub to the channel, stay tuned for more videos in the future. Also check out some more of my other videos that I've already posted. If you're not familiar with me, one of them will pop up on the screen. You can check that out. You can also check out my playlist that'll pop up on the screen here in a second. And so anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Like I said, God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out.